Pee Wee House Select team win its bracket of this tournament. And we have one of the girls' teams. At least one of the girls' teams is here. 16 here. And we've got the squirt team here as well. So, again, well represented. These two teams played each other yesterday. If you didn't join us for that one, it was a 3-1 win for the Junior Lancers. And here, it's for OMA Trophy and the championship of this, the final tournament of the season for both of these teams. This is also, Matt, we should note, the final youth hockey game for 6 members of the Junior Mavericks. We want to make sure we recognize Wyatt perhaps playing for the Mastery AAA program in Omaha. Some perhaps playing OJL, which is Omaha Junior Lancers. That's a high school league, very high level. Some will play for their local high schools in the club program there. That's also part of OHC. No team is the same from year to year. Some of these boys may play together again. It's a good bet. No matter which team they play on next year, they will each be a valuable member of their squad, just as they have been collectively this year for the Junior Mavericks. You know, participation in any youth sport is a journey. For any player who has reached this point in their hockey careers, the years have been filled with countless trips to the rink at all hours of the day and night. Bags have been lugged, skates have been sharpened, sticks have been taped and retaped for both of these teams. It is true dedication for both player and parent, born out of a love for the game that began when these guys first stepped on the ice. Now, hockey is not over for these players. This is certainly not the end, but from here on out, they will play not as boys, but as young men. Today in their last youth hockey game, we want to make sure we salute Wyatt and Wyatt, Will, George, Charlie, Paxton, and Tayden. May there be many games left in your hockey careers. And not surprisingly, Nick Bennett will start 5 of his 6 second-year players in this game today. We will go with the 3 forwards up front. That will be Tayden and Wyatt Tremaine. Will be likely out there on the wings. Charlie Patera as well up front. On the blue line, Will Fleming and George Nandor will start. And then we will probably see Wyatt Ike in the very next shift. Before we start this game, we want to thank our sponsors, as we always do. This is our last opportunity to thank Nebraska Electric Power Sports. We have electric dirt bikes for all ages. Champion Tax Services, our thanks to Grandpa Joe. Charleston Homes voted #1 Best of Omaha for 2025. And Cottonwood Salon Suite. Our thanks to Denise and Jesse. So here we go. 13-minute periods. Junior Mavericks will be skating from left to right. And as we did yesterday, we will call out the names of both teams as we know them all so well. Puck loose at center ice. Macheda able to fight it in. He's met at the line. And there is T-Squared able to get it up. Wyatt Tremaine had trouble with this one. And Macheda will stoke it back in for the chase down by George Nandor. Nandy to Fleming. Catches up to this puck. Got it up the wall. Only as far as the blue line. Kept alive by the Junior Lancers. And it's Paxton who will chase this one down for the play around the wall. Junior Lancers able to keep it alive. But T-Squared is on this one now. T-Squared. Wyatt Tremaine, he'll tip it out to center. Braxton Pinkelman sends this one rink wide for the Junior Lancers. Tim Papstein sends it up the wall in the middle of a shift change for the Junior Mavericks. And here comes Grayson Meyer. Meyer 1-on-3. He's met by Fleming, able to eke it back in front, but quickly knocked away by Rosie, who's getting the start in goal today in this championship game. Stoney, who's fresh from the bench, will play this one around. Nandy takes over and hurries it up to T-Squared. T-Squared sizing things up. Wanted to send Patera away, but that pass goes awry. And Papstein is back on this one for the Lancers. Out at center, tipped along by Cade Bates. Grabbed back by the boss at his own line. Here's Charlie now. Tried to dump it in. That one blocked away. They joust for it. Loose. Here's Ike now through the feet of one. Couldn't get it past Luna, who will dump in. And Boston will chase it down yet again. Boston headmans this one up. Jack will chip it back into the Lancers zone. Back goes Braden Weinstein for the Lancers to play this one. Up the boards, not out. Boston Gas holding. He'll float it toward the cage. That skipped over the stick of Lucas Ponick and comes to the corner. Wedged up the boards by Weinstein. Knocked down near by Ollers. Here's Patera now battling along the end wall. Patera in a good fight with Colton Myers as the puck is rimmed back around the far side. Bates just able to eke it out. It's carried back in by Vinny Heater offside, and that will stop the clock. 10:59 to go. Here in the first period, no score. Two bantam brackets here in this tournament. Puck down. Lancers win this one. Play to the wall. Danny Cook will dig it out. Charlie Hansen sends this one up ice. Wanted Ashford Kenny and sent Heater able to take it back. He'll send toward the cage. That one tipped away. T-squared first on it for the Junior Mavericks. Moving his feet. T-squared out of the corner. That one got knocked away. Keeney in from the point. He'll spike it back down to the end boards. Good job by Vinny Heater to get in there and battle for it. Heater run into by Cook. Puck taken away by T-squared. Penalty coming up on the play. Call is against Will Ollers is going to go. He was battling for position in front of the net. And so off goes Will, and it'll be a power play for the Junior Lancers, who scored at least one power play goal against the Junior Mavericks last night. Here's Oropesa hurrying one that goes wide. Tremaine trying to chase this one down. Papstein got there first. Dump behind. Bear on it first. Bear up. Tremaine's got it. And Tremaine will play this one out to Paxson. Here's a shorthanded burst. He's got Pinkelman to beat. Here's Paxson in. A shot. Save made by Hatch. And he will keep it in his gear and hang on for a face-off. 20 killed already in this penalty against the Junior Mavericks. Paxson out along with Tremaine. It's Keeney and Bear on the blue line. Machida pushes this one to the blue line, but not past Bear, who sends back to the end wall. Now Tremaine will get in on the forecheck. Hurried by Pinkelman around. Grayson Meyer got it to the blue line. Good keep by Keeney there. Got to think, Matt, that the Junior Mavericks are going to try to get their defensemen a little more involved, trying to keep that puck in the offensive zone. Here comes Papstein now. Good puck-moving defenseman. Got off a shot that Bear blocked away. Papstein chases it down behind the net, but left it behind. Stoney will take over on this one, and Stoney will lay that one out to Tremaine at center ice. Stolen from him by Oropesa. Back on, he speeds it for the dump in. 25 seconds to go now on this penalty kill for the Junior Mavericks. Tremaine had trouble with it, but got it free. Stoney will send it all the way down. This icing call will stop the clock with 20 seconds to go on the kill. And 9:18 remaining here in the first period. You chase those miscreants away?
I did. I asked him to relocate.
Stoney stays out there, joined by Jack Davis. Puck comes free, held at the point by Ponick, who sends it to the corner. Luna centers. Stonebreaker broke that one up. Jack Davis will take over, and just able to eke that one out over the blue line to center ice. Junior Lancers back on it, and the final nickel's worth of their power play. It's a good headman feed. Colton Myers bringing it ahead. Myers forced wide by Fleming. Now sweeps behind. He's got Bates in front. Couldn't get him the pass. As the penalty's now over, we're back to 5-on-5, and this one cleared out to center ice. Dumped along the wall, not past Stoney. Recoil effort now by the Lancers, and this one sent in by Luna. Big ricochet off the pad of Mavericks goaltender Rosie. And now here's Nandy chasing this one down. Away from the forecheck of Cade Bates. He'll reverse it again to his defensive partner, Will Fleming. And this one rimmed around the boards and all the way back down. It'll go for an icing call. And a face-off back in the Junior Mavericks end. 8:22, our time remaining here in the first period. No score in the championship game of the South Bend Cup.
Starting off a little similar to the previous here. Not a tremendous amount of shots on goal.
Allers against Rabinski for this draw. Allers out there along with Courtwright and Taz. No clear face-off win, but Astrid Kenny got off a shot that's deflected wide. Along the wall now. This one lifted along by Gass. Couldn't get it out. That blocked down. Wyatt Ike will get and chip off the boards to center ice. Batted back along by Hansen. Couldn't get it far. This one eked in. Wyatt Ike could not step through traffic. And here's Rabinski set free the other way. It's 1-on-4. Rabinski, poke check. Good play there by Gass. He'll get it to the line. Pivoting is Ike. Laid it across. Misfired on the play for Taz. Allers took a swipe at it but missed. And now here's Gass recovering for the Junior Mavericks. Austin Gass hustling it up, tripped up on the play. Remarkably, no penalty called. Here's a giveaway forced by Gass as he got his act back together again. And it's Ike now bringing it ahead. Ike being pestered from behind by Kenny. Moving in. Ike's got a man in front. Tremaine, there's a chance. Shoveled across the crease by Sturm. Up to the wall. Kenny check. He'll lay it back to his defense. Sturma steals there. He'll jab it around to the far side. First man on it is Paxson. Paxson dragging it deeper. Laid it to the end wall for Tremaine. Now it's Tremaine being pestered on the play by Rabinski. Got it up high. Here's Gass. Flings one toward the cage. Covered there by Hatch. And he will hang on for a faceoff. Some good sustained pressure, Matt, for the Junior Mavericks and Lancers end. Try to keep that one going. Nick Bennett sends out Stoney, Vinny, T-squared. Bears got it now back at the point. He'll fire one. Oh, and that one tipped by T-squared, who got interfered with and knocked down. No penalty called, and the puck cleared out to center ice. On the recoil now, it's Abram Keeney. They'll dump it in. Racing in is T-squared on Pinkelman, who reverses it back to the other side. Here's Vince Macheda looking for an outlet. His pass goes off the skate of Oropeza, kept alive for a moment. Macheda lost it to Stoney, played up the wall into the feet of Oropeza. Vinny's got it, lays it off for Keeney. Now here's Stoney. Stoney trying to sashay through traffic with it, but he's broken up 1-on-3, and the puck cleared back into the Maverick zone. Bear rink wide. There was Keeney, brought back in by Oropeza offside, and once more the clock idled down with 6:12 to go in the first period. Another shift change on. It'll be Allers, Charlie, and Jack, with Fleming and Nandy back on the blue line. Allers wins this face-off. Patera will chase it down to the wall. Collides there with Caleb Luna. Mavericks knock the puck back to the Lancers blue line. Here is Luna able to turn it in. Nandy's struggling with a bouncing puck. Threw it to the wall. First man on it is Luna. Luna fanned on his shot. Here's Allers pushing it the other way. Will Allers trying to go around Weinstein. Does so. Through one. Just wide of the cage. Holding on as a pinching Nandor, but his shot never got through. Lancers trying to come back up with it. Losing the handle on it was Colton Myers, and Allers will fling back to the end wall for the chase down by Patera. Sends Weinstein crashing into the boards and glass. Wraparound chance. That one staunched by Hatch. Puck to the corner now. And it's Braden Weinstein who goes around one and is just able to get it out to center ice. Bouncing puck slapped back along by... here's Allers now carrying it. Allers trying to knife his way to the net. Too many Lancers there. Nandy holds, fires one all through the blue paint and wide. Hustling to the point is Fleming to keep it alive. Fleming the shot, nowhere near the mark. Kept for another drive, this time by Nandy and gloved by Hatch. He will hang on for a face-off. Well, the Mavericks starting to get their shots here, Matt. Not all of them hitting the target, but at least following that puck toward the goal.
Pucks to the net. That's what they want.
Paxson out along with Courtwright and Taz. Here's Ike now. Wrister tipped by Taz, but wide. Taz has it behind. Threw it to the corner. Pinching his Ike. Fires on goal. Bouncing puck. Courtwright couldn't get it, but he steals it back. Now here's Taz pivoting. He'll shoot. That one blocked away by Collins. Collins hobbled a bit. Schneider keeping it alive. Loose in the feet of Rabinski. He couldn't hang on, but he'll get it back. And Hayden Rabinski brings it ahead for the Lancers. Shovel shot blocked away. Ike chases the puck down along the end wall. Skating around a couple. Danny Cook able to get it back for the Lancers. Here is Gass now being mugged from behind, but finally worked free for the flip ahead by Wyatt Tremaine. He's in a foot race now. Charlie Hansen will arrive at it first and clear to center ice. And here comes Kenny back the other way. Goes rink wide. Just a bit too far for Cook. He jousts there with Ike, bouncing puck. And this one quickly tapped by Tremaine out to center ice. Dragged along by Sturb. Sturb took the big hit, but we'll send that one in deep. Took the hit to make a play. Good play by Sturbs there. Here's Tremaine now. Puts the shoulder into Pastine, who digs it free. Cook will take over at the wall. Couldn't handle it cleanly. And Stoney now will back it up to his defenseman. Here is Keeney. Rink wide Bear. Wanted Tremaine. That play broken up by Oropeza. Puck loose at the blue line. Stoney trying to carry it ahead. He's hobbled by Pastine. Lancers back on it in their own zone. Macheda sends it rink wide. Too far from Oropeza. Bear's got it back now. He'll angle it up the wall. Not out. Pastine sends down the boards. There's Oropeza in front. Oh, he had Macheda cutting. And that's a patented play for the Lancers as the Mavericks. Backline goal! Oh, my goodness. It hit his pad. And they still call it icing. The refereeing, I'm sorry, folks, the refereeing this weekend has been brutal. It has not been good. And that's just a terrible call. That puck was on goal. Wow. And Hatch almost nonchalanted that one into a tally first goal for the Junior Mavericks. Played around the wall by Ollers. Here's T-squared now. The outlet passes on to Vinny. Vinny will knock this one in and chase Pastine down with it now. This rims around. Tipped along by Macheda. Batted farther by Ollers the other direction. Ollers has it come back to him again. He tries to sidestep one. Tapped it free. This one worked out to Vinny. Couldn't maintain the handle on it. Good job there by George. Stepped up. Forced the play offside. But that stops a break coming the other way with their most talented line out there for the Lancers. 2:48 to go. Now they're going to call an intentional offside. Oh, come on. Or are they? What are they doing here? I think that's what our guys thought. This guy's lining up for the face-off where it should have been.
They were following the wrong ref.
Yeah, the other ref's down there picking up debris on the ice. Ollers, Peter, T-squared out there now.
Picking up some screw parts or some
fall off the Zamboni, maybe.
Hopefully it's not some teeth.
Oh, geez. Luckily everybody's got the full shield.
Broken stick? Broken stick parts.
Wow. I didn't see that.
Me neither.
A lot of them, apparently. The thing must have shattered into a million pieces. Bit of housekeeping. Ollers, Heater, T-squared, Fleming, and Dandy out for the Junior Mavericks. Opposed by Myers, Luna, Bates, Weinstein, and Connick for the Junior Lancers. 2:48, our time remaining in the first period. A scoreless game. Let me get that guy a vacuum cleaner. Honestly, I've never seen anything like this before.
For a game that already started late, he's really being diligent.
He's not in a hurry. All right. All right, the housekeeping has been accomplished now. And ready for action. Puck down, Ollers wins it. Peter couldn't get it deep. Myers will fling this one in. Well, it was going to be icing. The whistle came early.
Quite disorganized on the referees here.
Covering themselves in glory here. What's the problem? You're going to call for a center ice face-off now? It was going to be an icing call. We should be getting an offensive zone face-off out of it. Myers, the face-off win for the Lancers. They go D to D with it. Weinstein got it up the boards, tipped off the wall there. Met at the line was Bates. Loose puck, the 215s go to the corner. Colton Myers and T-squared. Pass stolen away. Ollers up for Vinny, tipped out to center ice. Mavericks can't get it. Now the loose puck is Cool cued along by George Vandor. He stripped, following his T-squared, got off a shot, but off the outside of the net. Colton Myers being pestered as he brings it around the wall. Knocked away. Allers fanned on the keep attempt, and this one cleared back down by the Lancers. They're going to wave off the icing, and Nanny will play behind his net to his partner Fleming. Fleming wants to wind it up. Around Bates he goes. He's got help there from Paxson. Here comes Will Fleming. Fleming turns the corner on Weinstein, circles the net. Tried to go across the gas. This one's stolen back by the Lancers. And here comes Cade Bates. Bates the long toss in, 1 3/4 minutes to go here in the first period. Still a scoreless game in South Bend and the championship game of the South Bend Cup. Charlie Patera gets upended, puck loose, and found by Paxson in the feet of Vinny. He'll gain the red line and send it in, giving the Mavericks a chance to change on the fly. Paxson on his horse, ties up his man in the corner. Help comes from Charlie. Jack waiting as well as Boston Gas. Good little battle going on here. Mavericks send it to the end wall. Jack could make connections with Charlie. It's Caleb Luna, the outlet that Cook couldn't handle. And Boston will take it back. Good little nudge up the boards. Taken over by Ike. Goes right around Weinstein. Trying to get the trigger pulled. The follow from Charlie, but his shot deflected high in the air. And Hatch will glove it for a face-off.
Quick shots. We were talking a little bit before the game on these Lancer boys are really good at squaring up and blocking shots and getting tape on puck and quicker shots, slower and not taking your time on that release.
Yeah, we saw that a lot yesterday, didn't we? The block shots. Here's Gas, nice low shot, blocked on the way through, still loose in the slot. And kept by Stoney for a shot. Here's Taz with a rebound chance. Shoveled just wide. Portwright now dangling with it. Wanted to lay it back to the point, but it's grabbed back by Cook. His pocket picked by Stoney. Stoney, mug, Cook able to knock it in. Stoney's got it. Plays the angle for Taz. Taz has his pass knocked down. It goes out, carried back in offside, and play is stopped. We have to help the referees with this, with these calls, because we really don't have any confidence that they're going to get it right. 24.3 seconds to go. We usually lay off the refs, but tournament-wide this weekend, they have not been good. Here is Bear hustling to the loose puck. He'll chuck it ahead, and this one goes right on Hatch, steered aside. Papstein takes this one for the Lancers and plays it around the wall. Dug out by Oropesa, 10 to go as it's carried up ice by Grayson Meyer. Long range shot, missed the mark. Machida tried to steer it back in front. That pass blocked away, and then a good job by Keeney to get there and neutralize any more threat. So one period done here in the championship game. We are scoreless between the Junior Mavericks and the Junior Lancers. I want to thank our sponsors for their support all season long. Charleston Homes, voted #1 Best of Omaha for 2025. Cottonwood Salon Suite. Also our thanks to Nebraska Electric Power Sports. Experience the future of electric dirt bikes. And to Joe Shalen Tax Services for all of your support all season long. Well, a well-played first period, I thought. Both teams had some good opportunities. Junior Mavericks going to the net man, I think a little bit harder than we saw them in that first game. I think that was a little bit of a learning moment for them, a teachable moment, and certainly they are applying more pressure in the offensive zone.
Definitely. Still not seeing a tremendous amount of shots on goal. A little bit better on that timed release, but nonetheless, time on attack is a big deal, and keeping those feet moving and pressure in the offensive zone is what wins games.
Got to get in there and wear down. The longer you can keep it in there, the more chance you have of wearing down the opposition and maybe finding that chink in the armor. So the Mavericks start with Allers, Tremaine, and Sturba out front, Bear and Keeney on the blue line. The Lancers counter with their top line of Machida, Meyer, and Oropesa, with Papstein and Hinkleman on the blue line. Face-off controlled by the Junior Mavericks. Backhanded up by Keeney. Sturba fights it in. Papstein on it first. Papstein plays it around the wall. Work to the blue line. Bear holding tight to the boards and glass, trying to keep that puck alive. Sturba there, Allers there. Seemingly everybody there trying to keep this puck in. Allers able to pull it free. He goes around one. Allers moving in on the backhand, slid it across. Oh, and that would have kicked out by Hatch. Held by Keeney and slapped back down low. Played around the kick plate by Papstein, held by Bear. Didn't have a shooting lane, so we'll dump back to the end boards. Once more, played to the corner. There was Wyatt Tremaine. He was the impediment. This puck's in front, nobody there. Tremaine will hurry to the loose puck again. Wanted to go back to Keeney, but that one tipped out to center, and T-Squared's got to hurry back for it. T-Squared to Bear. Shovels right up the gut. Allers had his back turned and got checked. The follow-up from T-Squared able to knock it in. Good job by T-Squared to take it away, but he got poke checked. Bang back up the boards. There was Papstein, wrapped in by T-Squared, and Papstein's got to chase it down again. Mavericks rotating fresh players out there. Good job by Vinny to deflect that pass. Grayson Meyer couldn't take it cleanly, and the Mavericks will recoil back in their own zone. Keeney up, T-Squared, tough pass in his feet. He got it again, and with the help of Vinny, will clear it in. Tankelman back on it, dumped it up the wall into the feet of Vinny, who carries it to the end boards. Vinny looking in front, quick shot, oh, shoveled just wide by Paxson. Mavericks try to play it back to the point, but it skips between the two and goes all the way back down on Rosie, giving the Junior Lancers a chance to change on the fly. Here's Paxson with the outlet feed, got it to Charlie. Charlie caught from the blind side, had it knocked away, slapped it farther, but this one collared by Papstein, who's been out there since the start of this period. Papstein goes rink wide. Here comes Luna. Luna trying to send Bates away. Missed on the pass. Should have been an icing. They lays it off, and it's loose along the far side. Luna spikes it down low, taken over by Fleming. Fleming for Jack. Out looking for Stoney. That play misfires. Charlie nearly had it, lost it. They jab along the wall. Jack back on it now. Fanned on his pass attempt. Good safe play to send it rimming around. And it's cleared out to center ice for the Junior Mavericks. There is Ponick to play it back in. Fleming on his horse. Luna lining him up. Fleming having trouble with that one, and now he's walled up. Puck drag free. Colton Myers dumped it in front. Nobody at home. Jack will take back for the Mavericks and walk it up ice. Rink-wide stretch pass goes off of Charlie. They wave off what could have been an icing. And so it's Charlie in, wrapped up by Weinstein, who gets the worst of that. Here's Jack now, trying to get it in front. He had Allers stationed there. Now Nandy down from the point, trying to shovel that one along. Play broken up by Myers, and Ikey's back to get it in his own zone as Myers stays right with him. Ikey trying to shake free. Colton Myers is giving no quarter. And now here's Ikey able to sidestep one check. He brings it in right down the slot. Took the shot, deflected over the net. Wyatt Ikey, one-man rush there. This one worked to the line. Will couldn't keep it. He'll drop back to gas. Rink wide now for Taz. He pushed it in, but Ikey was still caught in the zone, and offside is called on the play. 9:33 time remaining in the third period. Good start to the period for the Junior Mavericks. Allers court right, Taz out along with Boss and Ikey. Ravinsky wins the faceoff. Here is Hansen through traffic, found Ravinsky, and he will dump it in. Boston on his horse. He'll push it around to the near wing. There's Courtright. Down the wall comes Collins to bottle him up. Puck reversed. Ikey will send it to the far side. Skip past Taz. Taz gets it again. Fans on the first clearing attempt, and now Allers winning the joust with Hansen to carry it up ice. Here comes Will Allers moving in. He'll get the shot. Pad save made by Hatch. Hawking the rebound was Taz. Now Courtright doing the same against Cook, but Cook able to get it through. Here comes Paxson across. Couldn't knock down the pass. Cook follows. His shot deflected away by Wyatt Ikey. And Taz will take over. Taz up the wall. Gets to the red and dumps it in. The Junior Mavericks go on a line change yet again. Lancers trying to get it up the wall. Pinching was Gass. Couldn't get it. Here's Rabinski. Caught from behind by Gass, and the puck forced free. And they're going to call the playoff side?
Yes.
Okay. 8.5. Our time to go here in the second period. Still looking for our first goal of the game. Paxson now along with Stearns and Tremaine. Bear and Keeney on the blue line. Bouncing puck. Myers got it for the Lancers. He'll blast it in. Around Down the Bear. Bear puts on the brakes, got tripped up by Oropeza. Puck loose, Meyer digs it out. Wraparound chance there by Macheda, knocked away. Meyer goes down hard, back to the point. Shot by Papstein, is blocked out to center ice. Sturba will chase, knocked it down, and he'll backhand it in. Guys are really throwing their bodies out there, blocking shots. Here's Stoney just off the bench. Stoney wanted to get it down low. That one cut off and sent the other way by Macheda, and it's going to be an icing call against the Junior Lancers. Who seizes that first momentum now? That's still up for grabs here.
That's going to be a big momentum shift in this game. The boys, you can see, are putting everything they got on the ice and starting to wear a little bit halfway through the game.
Fourth game of the weekend for both of these teams at the end of a long season. Stoney wins the faceoff. Work back up high. Here's Fleming. Got it across. Taken by T-squared. Back across. Stoney, one-timer through the crease and wide. Now it's T-squared. Trying to keep it in the corner. Shrugs off one check. Dug it out, but couldn't make connections. Vinny now up high. Here's Fleming. Speeding one toward the cage. That one wide. Stoney out of the corner goes up high. Nandy trying to hold it, but broken up and the puck cleared out to center where T-squared will retake for the Junior Mavericks. T-squared had his pocket picked. Macheda wanted Oropeza in front, but he was tightly covered. And Vinny will send this one back out to center ice. Grayson Meyer knocked down. Got it free though for Oropeza to dump in. And the loose puck grabbed back by Nandy. Nandy up the boards. T-squared run into from behind. Puck jostled free. Shot from the point. Misfires and goes wide. Loose along the wall. There was Vinny. Took the hit. Couldn't clear it out initially. Now it's Stoney able to bring it up ice. And Stoney will dump this one in. Mavericks rotating more fresh players out onto the ice. And Vinny doing a good job of keeping this thing bottled up. Here's a fan, and then Vinny will throw it toward the slot. Couldn't find a friendly stick. Allers has his shot blocked down, and this one is going to be iced by Vince Macheda yet again, as the Mavericks had a tired Lancer line out there, and he's just releasing some of that pressure. 6:26 our time to go. Allers out along with Charlie and Jack, Boston and Ike. Face-off win is by Colton Myers of the Junior Lancers. Here's Braden Weinstein now with it. He gave it up. Allers looking for some help, dug it out. He had Jack. This one just wrapped by Bates back to the neutral zone, and Boston Gas is back to get it. Boston saucering this one back. Jack had to hurry. He got tangled up by Bates. Here's Allers now. Outreached by Myers, but got it free. Here's Charlie now. Bouncing puck. Coughing it up was Colton Myers. Allers able to kick it across, and he'll play it in on goal. The save made by Hatch. And Weinstein takes it back. Around for Bates. Bates back. Gave it up to Charlie. Charlie time to dance through, but just too many impediments there. His centering speed knocked down by Bates. Bouncing puck. Colton Myers has this one, being pestered from behind. Allers able to poke check it free. Patera speeds one on goal, and a pad save by Hatch. Allers floats it, end wall. There's Charlie in front, coming late for the chance. There was Courtright. Stop. Courtright bunts it back on goal, and that one trickles just wide. Allers gives it up high. Gas spikes it down low. Allers tied up by Pontic. Gets the poke back from Courtright. Flipping this one along, but could not reconnect with Courtright. And here come the Junior Lancers back the other way. It's Caleb Luna carrying it up ice. Luna, long range shot. Glove save made by Rosie. Probably going wide, but he'll hang on for a face-off as the Mavericks needed a change.
Couple of good, quick scoring chances there in that offensive zone. Mavs doing good short quarter, puck movement, passing back and forth there to create better shooting lanes.
Berlinski against Paxson for the face-off. Mavericks win it. Here's Bear, dangerous pass, tipped by Taz out to center ice. Racing back forward is Charlie Hansen, able to play it out to center ice, carried back in by Paxson offside. Taz got caught up with the referee and couldn't get himself back on side in time. 4:56 our time to go now in the second period. Taz and that referee are about the same stature. Paxson wins the faceoff. Chased down by Bear. Bear up the wall. Courtright just got it in. Gavin Collins got it out to center ice, tipped back in by court right, and Charlie Hansen's got to race back for it. Hansen to the Lancers. Angles this one far side. Good job there for the Mavericks to break it up as Paxson was there, and the puck is sent back to the end wall yet again. Way to the end boards. On the reversal, here's Hansen. Gave it up to Charlie. Here's a chance. Score! Brayden Sturbo off the turnover. The turnover forced by Paxson Schneider. And the Junior Mavericks will seize the lead 1-0. Good, quick shot. Sturge did not waste any time getting that puck on goal. A little bit of a knuckler, and Hatcher not had time to set himself. Not surprisingly, Kevin Macheda, head coach of the Lancers, is going to go back with his top line. That's what he did after the Mavericks took the lead last night, and they were able to get the equalizer very quickly after the Junior Mavericks had taken the lead. Stoney is out there, and no surprise, the big guys come out there, Vinny and T-Square, the guys with the reach and the wheels. Bouncing puck, Mavericks win it. Here's Bear moving it up, wanted to dump it in, bottled up at the line by Macheda. Macheda couldn't step free with it. Here's Bear, could not speed it through traffic. Vinny able to take back for the Junior Mavericks, and he'll walk it in. Vinny around one, gets it to the end boards, trying to center. Macheda closed that one off. Good poke check though on Grayson Meyer, and Vinny gets the puck back. Wanted Stoney, but couldn't get him. Instead, it ricochets out. And here's Keeney in front. Stoney a shot, and that one cut off by Papstein. Held at the line. Bear will play it back down low. Circling behind is Vinny. Vinny got it in front again. The loose puck is there. Work to the line through the feet of Abram. And back down. Bear's got to race hard for it. Knocking it away from the on-rushing Eli Oropeza. Now reverse back. Puck rolling. Keeney got it up to the blue line, but not out. Good keep by Papstein. Taken back by Bear. And reverse back around to the far side where T-Squared will take it. T-Squared stripped. Puck loose. Work to the line, not out as the Lancers overload with 4 guys on one side of the ice. Here's a loose puck again. T-Squared's got it. Up the boards, he'll send it all the way down, and it will be an icing call against the Junior Mavericks. Nothing wrong with that play. When things are a little frantic in your own zone, let's get a stoppage and a reset.
Lancers full on the gas, wanting to respond back quickly, and Mavericks with some momentum off of making that first goal.
3:11 to go now in the second period. Allers, Jack, and Charlie out there. Mavericks win the draw. Jack will muscle it out to center. Here comes Jack working against Braden Weinstein, trying to go down the wall. Good job by Weinstein to smear him along the end boards, but then Jack does the same. Threw it in front. Backhand chance, save, rebound. Oh, stuffed wide by Jack off that early chance from Charlie, and the puck cleared back to the Mavericks line. Fleming flings one. Charlie knocked it down. Lancers take back over. Here's Colton Myers moving in from no angle. Got the shot. Got his own rebound. Threw it on goal. That was shoved at by Luna. Still loose in front and thrown through the crease and wide. Laid down to the end wall. Here is Fleming. Fanned on it. He got some help though. Allers will clear this one down. Rolling on edge. It's just going to make it. And they call for the icing.
Big saves in front of the net there by Rosie.
The clears from the zone are going to be critical here. The later the game gets, you don't want to be caught in your own zone with tired legs. Paxson, Courtright, Taz, out with Boston, and Wyatt Ike. Ike trying to go the hard way up the far side. Too many Lancers there. Here's a shot on goal by Cook. Save made, the rebound pushed all the way down. And another icing call against the Junior Mavericks. 2:07 now to go. Got to move their feet a little bit more there. I think Ike, if he had a chance to survey that situation again, would have taken it back around and tried to loosen things up a little bit. Lancers do a good job of just overloading. Here's Ashford Kenny now out of the corner. Jousting there with Boston. Cook will take. His pass blocked down by Boston again. Whoa. Coming in high was Rubinski. Puck taken over by Paxson. This one cleared to the line, not out yet. Finally, it's Ike able to bring it on. Wyatt Ike moving in down the near side. Shouldered by Cook, got it in front. Taken over by Paxson, down low. The tip on goal by Taz and gloved by Hatch for a whistle. 1-0. Junior Mavericks in the lead here in the championship game. A goal by Braden Sturba. He's back out there with Tremaine. Stoney is the pivot man. Keeney and Bear on the blue line. Mavericks second-year players trying to end their youth hockey careers with a win. So too for the second-year players on this Junior Lancer team. Back to the point. Oh, Stoney had it, fanned on it as he got pressure. Stoney doing a good job against Macheda of keeping this one alive. Tremaine able to poke it through their feet. Now it's Sturba battling for it. To the corner that puck comes. Now Stoney will take over. Stoney run into, puck loose. Keeney trying to hold it but could not. He had two guys after him but recovered in the nick of time. Bear up the wing. Here is Tremaine across. Stoney on goal. Save made. Rebound is there, but Tremaine can't get to it in time. And Stoney will dispossess Grayson Meyer of the puck so that Sturridge can drive it back in. And Tremaine will put the heat on Braxton Pinkelman as he circles his own net. Loose bouncing puck, and it's finally worked out to center. Vinny, a pass to the wall. It comes right back to him. And here comes Vinny moving in. He'll shoot. Oh, that one rolled on him a bit and goes over the net. And back the other way come the Junior Lancers. Play broken up by Allers. And now Keeney takes back and he'll pop it back down the wall. 20 seconds to go here in the second period. Here's a steal. Bouncing puck at the blue line. Can the Mavericks keep it alive? Allers will play it down the wall, but not deep. And Macheda grabs back for the Junior Mavericks. Wrapped around. T-squared with this one. His shot deflected to the mesh. And that will bring a whistle and a face-off in the Junior Lancers zone with 5.7 now to go in the second period.
I can't help but think some of the coaching strategy on both teams is the pairing against each other here. We're seeing some of the similar lines from the Mavs pairing up against the similar line on the OMA Jr Lancers.
Well, and we noticed they were doing that last night, trying to keep the smaller, less mobile defensemen for the Lancers not out against our bigger guys. Allers took one right in the back of the leg there, right at the end of that second period as Fleming ripped one. So we go to the second intermission, 1-0, Mavericks with the lead. Folks, our thanks to our sponsors, Nebraska Electric Power Sports. We have electric dirt bikes for all ages who sell fun. Charleston Homes, providing the best home building experience in Omaha since 2007. Cottonwood Salon Suite, our thanks to Vinny Fanchesi, and as well to his Grandpa Joe, Joe Salem Tax Services. All proud sponsors of the Junior Mavericks. Bad and Red about to play what we figure will be their final period of this season. But lots still to be decided here. Next goal is clearly a big one. Mavericks would like to have a little bit more of a lead than just one goal.
Yeah, we haven't seen the Lancers let off the gas at all ever since that goal. Matter of fact, fired up both teams just as much. They were starting to drag down a little bit there at the halfway point of the game in the middle of the second. That goal fired them both back right up to get right on their horses and charge right at each other's nets.
This has been one good battle between two familiar foes. We'll start the period with Paxson, Jack, Charlie, Fleming, and Nandy. The Lancers will counter with their heavy line of Myers, Luna, Bates. Now the blue line, Weinstein, Hunter. Draw one by the Lancers. Angled up the wall. Intercepting was Nandy. Spiked in by Luna. Paxson directing traffic as Fleming is back to get, and he'll rim it around. Charlie, good job to get it past Weinstein, but couldn't maintain possession of the puck. Colton Myers plays it back to the Mavericks line, but Paxson is there to chop it farther. Taken back by Bates and tucked in deep. Here's Fleming now. Fleming ladles it ahead. Charlie's got it. Charlie, not a lot of room as it closes quickly with Bates on the back check. We noticed that last night, Matt. It seemed like every time a Maverick got free with the puck, here's Fleming now. Fleming with a shot, and that one blocked away by Luna. Luna's, He's hobbled on that play as Fleming is backed again. Those kind of shots are awfully tricky. You got to make sure that's not blocked past you and it leads to a breakaway. Mavericks really have to use their heads here, protecting that 1-0 lead here in the third period.
That hurts for the Lancers. Luna is one of their big attackers and large players. Hopefully he comes back out and is all right. He took one to the legs pretty hard from Fleming's shot.
Stoney wins the face-off. Blast around by Boston Gas. Held by Charlie Hansen, been given right back to Wyatt Ike, who marches it ahead. Ike working his way through traffic, will backhand it in. Danny Cook has been an absolute hitting machine in this little series that these two teams have had. Court right, good centering feed. Here's Stoney getting the tip pass. Got a shot toward the cage, but intercepted by Gavin Collins and pushed away. Now it's Rubinski trying to headman it. Good pitch by Ike. Ashford Kenny trying to poke it out, but can't, and Ike will step in with it. Here's Wyatt Ike. He'll shoot one. Oh, just wide of that far post. And that two Mavericks after the loose puck, and here's Gas just to stoke it back to that far corner. Collins angles it up. Ike there to bat it down. Collins again into the feet of Ike, trying to hold his ground. This puck hops the other way. Stood up as Rubinski, couldn't gain the offensive zone as Gas was able to knock it out. Here's Rubinski, blew a tire, gave it up to Allers. Allers sidesteps his check, moves it back in against Pinkelman. He's got Sturba there for support. Too many Lancers and the puck knocked away. But the next man on it is Wyatt Tremaine. Speeds it right there. Allers a shot, save, rebound. Sturb for the chance. And Hatch able to cover up and hang on. Oh, I thought that was it. A little bit of a room service hop there for Will and got that one quickly on goal, but Hatch equal to the pass.
Again, another great job by Sturba, crashing for the rebound afterwards. Got hit from behind after he got the poke in, but still in position.
Allers against Macheda. Macheda wins this draw. Lancers trying to work it free. This one just out to center ice before Bear takes over. Bear pressured by Macheda. Gave it off to the wall, not out. Kept alive by Grayson Meyer. And now here's Oropeza stealing from Keeney. Puck loose behind. Look out, there's Macheda in front. This one wrapped across the slot. Oropeza waiting for it there. He's bumped by Keeney. And it's taken over and fired down ice by Sturba. It'll go for an icing call.
Whew. Man, good forecheck by the Lancers on that one, Mav.
Those three guys they are right around the net all the time. Just funneling it toward the front of the net, whether from behind or across.
Out comes that same pairing.
Paxton Schneider will dig in for this draw. Shot there, rebound, loose in front. Oh, great save there by Rosie on that chance on the rebound. Oh, as Grayson Meyer was right there and went right back into his
Rosie.
Face-off coming out at center ice. Cannot let these guys shoot. You got to get stick on puck. Lancers misfire on a pass at center ice. They don't call icing. And around it comes. Nandy having trouble with the puck. Now it's Vinny. Good catch there. He's got T-squared. T-squared, the pass goes behind him. Lancers can't steal back. Here's T-squared trying to send it in front. Vinny was all alone. Paxton in to help out. He's got it in the corner. Moving his feet. Will hand it on back. Fleming looking for the shot. That one blocked away. Mavericks have to hurry back. Risking a 3-on-2 the other way with a pass too far for Grayson Meyer. After him is Nandy now. Loose puck along the wall. Macheda throws himself into the mix. Now here's a shot across the slot, but wide. Halfstein trying to hold it, couldn't get it deep. Good chip by Vinny out to T-squared at center. T-squared goes around one, but couldn't go around two as Macheda got back in the nick of time. Now here's Halfstein racing in, but a good job by Ike to come across and sweep that puck away and clear the center ice. Cook will take back. He got stripped. Halfstein shoves it just in before Gas takes over. Sends it out to T-squared at center. He needed a change, so he'll backhand it in deep. 8 3/4 minutes to go, third period. 1-0 Junior Mavericks with the lead here in the championship game. Here's a chance for Charlie. And the save made by Hatch, who hangs on. They'll finish off the shift change and get Jack out there along with Stoney and Charlie. It's Ike and Boss out there on the blue line. Puck loose. Behind the net is Charlie. Wants to send it in front. Jack takes, shoots, it goes on top of the net. That happened yesterday too. Jack nearly able to squeeze that one between Hatch's shoulder and the crossbar, but it hops up over.
Woo! What a game. What a game.
This has been a good one. Face-off win is by the Lancers, and they'll play it around the boards. Played by Cade Bates all the way back down. Foot race, this one gets the... Somehow they don't call the icing. What are you going to do to get an icing call around here? Wyatt Ike sidesteps one, hands it on up for Jack. Jack at the blue line will shove it in. Ike follows the puck. He's got behind. Pass blocked away. It skipped past Charlie Piquera. And here come the Lancers the other way. Pass at center ice. Cook couldn't take it cleanly. He'll chase down Boston Gas to the corner. Puck loose, and Ike will play it through that pileup. Good angle pass up the wall to Charlie. Charlie, the stretch pass, a bit too far for Jack. Connick takes it, but he flubs it. Now here's Jack trying to walk back in against his former teammate. But the next man in was Colton Myers, who took it back. Good pinch by Ike, keeping things bottled up along the wall against Cade Bates. Charlie Patera in there as well.
Elbow.
Penalty coming up, and it's going to be finally
Power play.
a penalty against the Lancers. Their first, actually second I should say, but their first that will give the Mavericks a power play. In the two games, this is our sixth period, and this is the first power play that the Junior Mavericks will have against the Junior Lancers.
Big opportunity here. Definitely still dangerous though. These teams get caught off guard sometimes, but a big opportunity for the Mavs.
Allers pass and Courtwright out along with King and Bear. Allers wins the face-off, and Macheda will punch it out to center ice. Verbinski racing after it, and he's able to get to the loose puck and play it in deep. Here is Bear. Bear's going to march it himself up ice. Bear carrying this puck. Goes to the slot. Got poke checked. Verbinski around the wall. This one all the way down. It'll go for an icing. And the Mavericks will have an offensive zone face-off coming in 1:02 to go in their power play. 6:59. The time remaining here in the third period of our 1-0 game. Snyder, Sturb, Tremaine, out along with Nandy and Fleming now. Face-off one into the feet of Nandy. Gavin Collins tied up by three Mavericks in the corner. Dragged free. Nandor back. Pass too far for Fleming. He's got to retreat. Macheda in applying the pressure. Sends it rink wide for Nandor. Does Fleming. Nandor will go right back for Fleming. And right up for returning Paxton Schneider. Schneider lugging the mail across the line. He'll shoot one. That one got blocked away. Schneider after his own rebound. Clearing attempt, held, shot, saved. Oh, and Serbs couldn't get to it. Played to the blue line, and this one past Fleming, and it'll go all the way back down with 20 to go in the power play. Lancers getting fresh players out there. Mavericks misfire on a pass up ice, and it'll go for icing the other way with 11 now to go in this power play. Well, change, and Stoney is out now along with Vinny and T-Squared. Boston Ike are back out there on the blue line. Face-off win is by Grayson Meyer. Here's Oropeza, able to take from Heater. Played in deeper. Ike will reverse it. Penalty is now over. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. That one skipped over Pinkelman's stick, and and they'll call that an icing. And the face-off is back in our zone. Technically, he didn't touch his stick, so. But how many times has that been? Forget it. Defensive zone face-off. Every face-off is big, particularly in the defensive zone. Here's Boston. He'll lob one out to T-Squared at center. T-Squared moving up. Gets around Weinstein. In, shot, pad, save made by Hatch. B-squared follows his own rebound to the corner. Shrugs off the check of Weinstein. Digs it out in the slot. Here's Stoney trying to get to the forehand. Got it on goal. Oh, good pad save by Hatch. And the rebound bumped up ice. Here's the carry by Colton Myers. Colton Myers tried to hand it off for Bates, and the whole play thrown offside. Good back check by the Junior Mavericks there. That thing didn't have a chance to really get any kind of rhythm going through the neutral zone. Line change for the Junior Mavericks. Got to keep them fresh here in the third period of Game 4. Allers, Jack, Charlie. Puck will bounce back into the Maverick zone. Worked up the wall. Charlie stood up, but able to get it back to the Lancers line. Thrown to the boards here. Jack will take over. Luna menacing. Thrown out to center. Too far for Jack. And icing is called on the play. One guy's going to wave it off. The other guy's calling it. It wasn't icing. That's the right call. Well, why is that guy thinking about waving it off? 5:04 now to go here in the third period. White knuckle time here in the championship game of the South Bend Cup. Allers against Rabinski on the face-off. Puck trickling toward the slot. Knocked away by Abram. Puck goes wide. Mavericks too often are letting Lancers get free on that weak side. Here is Jack able to get it up. Charlie able to tip it past the defenseman and then give chase. But Ashford Kenny had his back. He sends it rink wide at center. Good job by Jack to reach in and poke it deeper into the zone. Ashford Kenny tying up Charlie there. Worked up high. Aller spikes it back down low. In the feet of Jack, trying to find it. Jack got it, kicked it to his stick. Wanted Charlie on the pass, but that broken up. And here come the Junior Lancers. Good pickpocket maneuver by Allers. Allers back on, sidesteps one. He'll float toward the cage, but cut off by Gavin Collins. He'll outlet this one on to Rabinski. Hayden Rabinski stood up at the line and put on his wallet by Keeney. And now here's Charlie. Charlie for Allers. Has one man to beat. Allers fires one, blocked down. Oh, the rebound just beyond the reach of Taz. As this puck is shoveled back up ice. Keeney collars this one. Allers will speed it back in. Clock continuing to hit the smaller numbers. Now 3:50 to go in the third period. 1-0. Junior Mavericks hanging on to the lead. Here comes a 3-on-2 for the Lancers. Shot on goal. Kicked out by Rosie. Rebound loose along the wall. That one pried free. Charlie will pivot with it and just chip it back in. Paxson on his horse. He gets there first and sends in deeper. Taz trying to play that ricochet. Loose in the face-off circle, there's Cordwright, and he had it knocked off his tape at the last moment. Played up ice, good job by Nandy to knock it down. Nandy for Cordwright, trying to funnel it on goal, and Paxson able to kick that one away. Back up the boards it goes. Mavericks get tied up right at their own blue line. And Fleming hurrying back to deny Grayson Meyer any room. Thrown on goal, big rebound in front, jammed out a couple of times, and finally Rosie covers up as both Oropeza and Macheda, their two most dangerous guys, in there whacking away. 3:01 to go, third period. 1-0, Junior Mavericks hanging on to the lead.
Wow.
Stoney out along with Sturbs and Tremaine. Face-off win is by the Lancers. Here's Macheda, leaned on by Gass. Macheda keeps his feet moving. Wanted to get Meyer in front. Instead, it's broken up and it's carried out by Sturman at center ice. And here's Tremaine. Tremaine flings one into the glove of Hatch, who squeezes it for a face-off. The Mavericks have to keep Hatch honest here in the late going. They got to keep getting shots on goal.
Any shots on goal is a good one.
Stoney on the face-off, opposite Macheda. Stoney wins it. Ike steps in. Got tripped up in the play, and no penalty called. Ike down on his knees trying to control, could not. And here's Meyer for Oropeza. Oropeza, quick shot, and that one wide. It's on the back of the net. Pried off by Gass. Good play there by Stoney on Oropeza. Sent in front again. That play ricochets out high, and the Lancers cannot keep it in. Good play by Sturps to poke it back into the Lancers zone. 2:10 now to go in the third period. Tremaine causing heartburn for Papstein, and Hatch forced to cover its side second effort there by Wyatt Tremaine.
Keeping a face-off down in that end of the ice. You can guarantee the starting lines are coming out for both teams in the last 2 minutes here. Let's play.
Allers, Vinny, T-squared, Bear, and Keeney. Puck controlled by the Junior Lancers. Tony to the wall. Keeney pinches. Got it for Allers. Allers dumps it down low. There's Vinny. Back for Allers. He heard the footsteps. Plays it back behind. Loose puck there. T-squared. T-squared working it free to the slot. There's Allers, a backhander, and that one floated wide. Here's Heater. Bumps this one in front. Bouncing puck, the Lancers have it. And back comes Caleb Luna. Luna will fire this one in. It rims around to the far side. Chased after by Abram. Got it to the line, not out. Pony is shot toward the cage. Bear cut it off. Bear will dump this one off the glass. It skips by Pony and will trickle back into the Lancers zone now. 80 seconds to go. Good play by Vinny. Vinny keeping this one along the end wall. Wanted to yank it to the slot, but the play broken up. Now here's Vinny again. Shoots one, and that one ushered by Hatch out of play. And the clock idled now with 67 seconds to go here in the third period. Double shifting to the Macheda line now for the Junior Lancers. Paxton, Charlie, Jack, out along with Nandy and Fleming. Here's Jack. Jack has it behind the net. Got it out in front for a one-timer from Nandy that goes over the cage. Now Fleming back toward the net. This one cut off but not cleared. Fleming another shot chance. Blocked right back to Paxton. He'll speed one. Oh, just wide. Hatch never saw it coming. 45 now to go. Here's Charlie wanting to get it in front. Charlie swings it to the blue paint, but that one cut off. Oropeza trying to march up ice. Could not clear it out. Still loose. Mavericks keeping it there. Finally worked out to Macheda at center. Macheda gets this one all the way down. They're saying it somehow got tipped. Goalie out now. Hatch is out for the extra attacker. Macheda cuts this one off. He's guarded by Fleming in the corner with 20 seconds to go. Played off the outside of the net. Paxton says it bouncing around the wall. Kept alive by Colton Myers. Mavericks get it to the line. Not past Macheda, who's brought down from behind by Jack. Delayed penalty coming up as the shot goes on goal. It's Grayson Meyer who's got it as the Mavericks finally touch up. The call comes down with 1.5 seconds to go here in regulation time. The Lancers will finish the game with a power play. That a desperation play by Jack.
Wow!
Sometimes there's a good penalty to take. That's not a bad one.
How about Rosie in the net?
Oh my goodness.
I'm thinking there was 3 saves in a row there.
Face-off win will be big. If you're not going to win it, at least tie it up. It'll be Paxton, who's probably our best face-off man, who's going to dig in. I did too, but they didn't call it. And there it is. The puck won by the Mavericks, and they win the South Bend Cup. A 1-0 win in the championship game against the team that vanquished them last night. And today, they bounced back in fine fashion against the game team in the Junior Lancers.
Game.
This was about as even as it gets between two teams just playing their hearts out.
What a game. What a season.
Well, I'll tell you what, Omaha hockey players came to South Bend and put on one heck of a show, and it finishes with yet another tournament trophy for the Junior Mavericks against a Junior Lancer team that is every bit their equal.
Unbelievable. Let's hear it for Omaha.
A long goal, the game winner in this one goes to Braden Sturba, who's able to knock that one in the second period to provide the difference in a 1-0 game. And the shutout for Rosie, he saved his best for the third period when the Lancers were really buzzing.
Oh, he sure did. What a fantastic
Marvelous job by all of these young men out there. They have, on both sides of the ice, they've done a terrific job in this tournament all weekend. Both will finish with a 3-1 record. 1 year.
Needed a best of 3 series for this championship.
I agree.
I don't know if my heart can take it still though.
Nice words. Not sure if you could pick it up. Nice words from head coach Kevin Machine of the Lancers. He and Joe Weinstein have done just a terrific job with this team. They were the Midwest League champions in the House Select Division. Did a terrific job all season long. And the awarding of the silver and gold medals to these 2 teams.
I think it'll put that block up in the middle of it.
Okay.
But great work. A game that honestly could have gone either way. We talked about it, Matt. That first goal was going to be big, and in this case, the first goal was the only goal, the difference maker in this hard-fought battle. Don't know if you can even say it's for bragging rights. With each team getting a win here against the others, this one was quite the stalemate.
Unbelievable how well the boys stayed on the gas on both sides of the ice.
Yeah, there was.
Started to see some wearing down by the middle of the game, middle of the second period. That goal ramped them back up, and it was almost like the start of a whole new game. We saw a whole nother burst of energy come out of both teams.
Yeah, it was obviously the Lancers in trying to tie it up, but with the Junior Mavericks in getting in there, trying to make life really difficult for them, and they really did. The Junior Mavericks forecheck was at its best in this game in probably the last 3 minutes of the third period, when they really made things tough for the Lancers in transition, trying to get out of their own zone.
Yeah, it took every bit of last gas in the tank there in the last minute of the period of the game. You could tell Lancers were getting the opportunity to really go hard on the net. And especially when that penalty came off, boy, my heart was pumping.
Last youth hockey game for a lot of these second-year Bantams, as we talked about from the Junior Mavericks side. We talked about those guys at the beginning of the broadcast. Wyatt's, Ike, and Tremaine, as well as Will Fleming, George Nandor, Charlie Patera, Paxton Schneider, Tatum Trujillo, but also some of the second-year guys on the other side. And I look at Grayson Meyer and Caleb Luna, Colton Myers, going back down through some of the other second-year guys. I believe Braxton Pinkelman is the second-year Bantam. Hudson Hatch is the second-year Bantam. Caden Rabinski, another second-year Bantam. These guys just ultimate competitors and sportsmen.
You can see more than just handshakes going on.
Yeah, there are hugs along the way too. And our second-year guys getting their medals first, they should be. Rosie pitching the shutout here in the championship game. Sturbs, scorer of the game-winning goal in this one. Beast, who has overcome so many challenges to be just an important member of this team. Jag Davis, your son Jacob Courtwright, really playing his heart out this weekend. The guy they call Bear, the captain, Jack Davis, or excuse me, Grayson, Gavin Davis, Grayson his brother, Stoney. And I think you look up and down the lineups, Matt. Not a passenger to be found on either team. Everybody had a contribution in this game, in yesterday's game. These guys are working hard. And really impressed by the youth hockey players that Omaha Hockey Club puts out.
Bringing it. Came all the way to South Bend to play each other.
Twice.
Made it made it a real heartfelt ending to the season here, especially for a lot of these second-year boys.
Rosie gets the Player of the Game award. And the captains will come over and accept the first place trophy. That's the South Bend Cup. Congratulations to the Junior Mavericks. A fine finish to a fine season that really saw them surging down the stretch.
Definitely. Yeah, it was a little bit of a rough road, ups and downs at the beginning of the season for the first half. We got our legs underneath us, pulled away with a good solid Stampede, was it? Or was it a midwinter classic?
The Winter Classic in December kind of got it all put together for us, I think. A little bit of a stub toe in Des Moines, but right back at it following that, and just really did a terrific job.
Minnesota pulled off the victory. Stampede pulled off the victory. Come over here to South Bend and pull off a nail-biting victory here against their little brother Omaha Lancer team. This is just...
I think this is a battle of equals, Matt. I really do.
Oh, absolutely.
And I think we, before we wrap up, we certainly cannot ignore the work done by the Junior Mavericks coaching staff, Nick Bennett, their head coach, assistant Steve Moresh, Brantes Naladek, and Susie Sturba. So much work goes into coaching a team like this over a long season, and they've done a terrific job keeping the boys focused and on task and helping everybody get better every day. That's the goal.
The number of these boys that have been on the team for multiple years. This turns into your hockey family.
Well, and those families, those parents, we know what goes into that, and we do it because we love our kids and because we love hockey, just the way they do. One more time, folks, our last time for the year, we want to thank our sponsors, Nebraska Electric Power Sports. We have electric dirt bikes for all ages. We sell fun. Joe Chalin Tax Services, one more time, Grandpa Joe, thank you for all you've done. Charleston Homes, providing the best home building experience in Omaha since 2007, voted #1 Best of Omaha for 2025. And Ann Jesse, somebody who not only has lent the name of her business, Cottonwood Salon Suite, to our sponsorship, but so many behind-the-scenes things that she does for the boys to make each year special for them. Our thanks as well to her. And well, Matt and Chase, thanks to you guys. It's been a lot of fun. This has been calling these games this year.
Thanks to all the parents. Thanks to the grandparents. Thanks to the support. The amount of hours it takes to just get to the rink sometimes.
Yeah.
Have these boys show up an hour early for games. Have them show up half hour, 45 minutes to every practice 3 days a week. A lot of sweat given, and for Joel Keeney, a lot of blood given for the team.
Maybe half a pint.
We appreciate everybody's support and everything you do for your player and Omaha Hockey Club Association. And we hope to see you at the rink soon.
We thank you for watching, everybody. For Matt, for